Hey guys, Anthony Leone with Roto Heat. Week 11, already here. Before we go any further, like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I don't want you guys missing any content moving forward. But yeah, I mean, let's go through it here. Let's get to the playoffs and beyond. Superflex is where I like to normally start. We had some surprising news this morning. Everyone thought Matt Stafford was going to play, but he was ruled out. Has broken bones in his back. It's kind of unclear at this point. But Jeff Driskel got the start. Didn't do great, 209 yards, touchdown, interception. But in a superflex, if you need a quarterback, you gotta get him. So Jeff Driskel is the guy to get here for waivers. In a one quarterback league, I know it's been rough. I know. But Sam Darnold actually has another good matchup against the Redskins, and it's hard to ignore. He had a decent game this past week, 230 yards, touchdown, and a touchdown on the ground. So I guess he's not seeing ghosts anymore. But, if you need to stream someone, I think he's a good start this week against the Redskins. Running backs. So Devonta Freeman got hurt. We don't know his status yet. Brian Hill is virtually the only running back they have now. He had 20 carries for 61 yards. Not great. He did have a reception for a touchdown. You may have seen that play. It was kind of a nice, like almost like a wheel route. It was a nice play for him. So I do think that Brian Hill is probably the best running back to add this week. Next up, Wayne Gallman. Well, I don't know. They have a bye week coming up. Let's talk about J.D. McKissic. He had 10 carries for 36 yards. I think maybe he would be the second guy to add in there just because, he also had 6 catches. So, it's going to be more of a flex play, but J.D. McKissic should be your guy. Wayne Gallman, add him on the list here. Same with Kalen Ballage. I guess for different reasons. I'll start with Gallman. Like I said, he has a bye week coming up, and Barkley needs X-rays, so we don't know for sure yet if Barkley's going to be out for a while, but he's probably good to add just in case. Especially if you're the Barkley owner, you got to get Gallman back on your roster if you dropped him. Looks like a lot of people did. Kalen Ballage, he had 20 carries, he only got 43 yards. I don't know when Mark Walton's going to be back. I think in 3 weeks. In the meantime, if you need a running back, if you're desperate, Ballage would be your guy. But those are the 4 guys I'm going to recommend this week. I know it's kind of rough, but just a quick summary. Brian Hill, J.D. McKissic, and then Gallman and Ballage. That's who we're looking at this week. Oh, my fish are going to go to sleep now. The light just went off. All right, Darius Slayton. Sorry. Wide receivers. Darius Slayton had a huge game, 10 catches, 121 yards, 2 touchdowns. So I think he's a priority wide receiver ad this week. Demaryius Thomas makes the list. Crowder had a good game too. I like to find guys that are under 50% owned. Demaryius Thomas is widely available in most leagues. He had 9 targets, 6 catches, 84 yards. Had a great game. And then finally, James Washington also had a good game. 7 targets, 6 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown. Looked really good out there. So those are the wide receivers for you guys. Moving over to tight end. I know it's been rough. Tight end, let's do our best with it. O.J. Howard finally had a nice game. 4 catches, 47 yards, and a touchdown. I think he's the priority tight end add this week. Dawson Knox, next week is against Miami. You got to love that. This current week against Cleveland, he had 4 catches for 55 yards. And then I'm filming this Sunday night. Kyle Rudolph just had a great game. 4 catches, 14 yards, 2 touchdowns. It's kind of points chasey, to try to go get him and start him now. It's very possible he doesn't have anything close to that sort of production. The touchdowns are really kind of fluky. So, if you're desperate at the position, I think it's okay to add him. But I wouldn't expect 2 touchdowns, obviously, going forward. Defenses, there's a defense that's out there probably in every league you're in. The Oakland Raiders. They have Cincinnati this week. Easily, in my opinion, the worst team in the league. So I think they're a quality start if you're a defense streaming kind of guy like myself. Jets are at Washington. Another good start. I think the Jets would provide a lot of upside for a defense this week against a very poor opponent like Washington. So they're also someone else to target. And then check to see if they're available. Jacksonville at Indianapolis. Brissett still may be out. And I think Jacksonville provides a lot of upside as well on the defensive side of the ball. So that's it, guys. Good luck on waivers, and I'll see you next week. Take care.
Don't forget, make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any more fantasy football content from the RotoHeat.com team. Also, right there, playlist. Hit it. Watch the videos. Do it. You want to. Do it.